Hello and welcome to It Is Within Her Chats. Listen, this is our magazine show and welcome to everybody that has joined us. Listen, we are about to have an amazing chat tonight. We're coming to you earlier than usual, but we're here and we have a gorgeous host that will be joining me. Let me greet the peoples. She's gonna be joining me shortly. I'm not riding solo. She looks stunning. She looks absolutely amazing, and she has offered us the pleasure and the honor of her time so that we can do this live show together. Hope that you're excited and you're having a pleasant evening so far. So tonight we are discussing a very key topic. Have you ever wondered like what happens when they are judging, because we always see winners at the end of the day, but what systems are there? How does it go? Like, what happens? Feel free to ask us any questions concerning pageant judging systems. And let's get today's chat started. Today, she's an absolutely amazing young lady doing amazing things in the KZN region. And she has offered us the pleasure of her time today. So, hope you are as excited as I am for tonight's live. And listen, we're going to have an absolutely amazing show. Hope that you are all like on your phones and commenting and sharing and making sure that you stand a chance to win those amazing tickets to go and watch the pageant on Saturday. Which pageant am I speaking about? I'm speaking about Miss Royal Regent. Yes, we had their previous queen this past Saturday, and we announced on the show that we are having a giveaway. So make sure that you enter and you go show that post some love in order for you guys to go and do amazingly. I hope everybody can see and hear me clearly. I hope everybody can see and hear me clearly. Naomi, if you can see and hear me clearly, please send me a request to join the live so we can get our conversation started. I am not able to see you under my guests, but I'm sure she should be joining us any minute now. So yeah, feel free to engage with us in the comments. Thank you so much, Unge. Feel free to engage with us in the comment section about pageant judging systems. What do you know about them? What would you like to know about them? What have you always been curious to know about them? So let's engage, let's get talking, and yeah, let's see how things go with this topic. I'm not seeing Naomi. Let's see. Let me search for her to join us. Send an invite. Hello, Kathleen. Hello, Mbuso. Hello, Awami. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Okay, I think we're about to win. I just saw turned on video, so I think we are about to win. Hey, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself? You look so pretty, I should say.
Like, I want to see you. Like, I know I saw you beforehand, but I'm not seeing you. Is everybody seeing the both of us? Because for some reason, I'm not able to see your gorgeous self.
You lie. You don't see me.
It says on video, but I can't see you. Unke, please confirm if you can see the both of us. Like, if I can't see you, then it's fine. We can keep chatting away. But it hits me deep inside that I can't see your gorgeous self. I know I saw you, but still.
I'll take a picture for you.
Why is it doing this? Why is it doing this for me? And that time I can hear you so clearly.
And I can see you. I can see both of us. So I don't know.
Okay, wait. I think it's Dlamini Awami. Dlamini Awami, please confirm if you can see the both of us. Because on my screen, I'm the only one that's appearing, but I can hear you. Like, that's the weirdest part about this conversation.
Yeah, you're still there.
Ah, you know what? I just want one person to confirm in the comments. If they can see us, then we are continuing. Like, I'm gonna ignore my phone that's being okay. Thank you. Says yes, I
Perfect.
can see y'all. Then I take your word for it. I will settle with that. Like, it hurts me that I can't see you, but at this point, I will have to go with it. How are you doing
Okay.
tonight?
I'm doing good in yourself.
Um, well, thank you. And well, thank you for asking. I think let's
Okay,
just
that's
get the
good.
show on the road. Let's not waste any time. Like, listen, let's get straight into
Yes.
it. So, as I was saying, today's topic is pageant judging systems, right? So, I want to know, as a founder
Okay.
of a pageant yourself and somebody who's entered, pageants yourself, what do you know about pageant judging system? Is there a particular system that is in place, or do you just get to develop one yourself? As a pageant owner once you get into the pageant space?
Oh yeah, there are certain criteria that they look for,
All
and as
right.
a pageant director, there are certain criteria that I set for the judges to look for in a consistent. So one thing that we really prioritize is the Q&A section because we are really looking for beauty and brains.
All
Um,
right.
for uh, yeah, for the collaborations that we have with other pageants, because somehow when you are from a local pageant, you are transferred to a provincial pageant or a national pageant. So we're doing those. The purpose of Q&A section is to train one's mind to be fit enough for the national pageant. And also another criteria we look for is the tasks because they reflect on your heart. Or let's say you are given a task to donate or to speak about
Mm-hmm.
mental health through a radio station. Now that reflects about your heart and how much you care about others. And now that contributes to the personality of being a queen, that you are considerate of other people. Thank you.
Okay, and then is there a place where you consider things like one's walk? Because I know how sometimes we fuss about how amazing one is able to walk and
Yeah.
how one carries themselves graciously. Because now I'm saying, even with the entry of, people like pageant coaches, I think sometimes they play a huge role in molding you and how you walk and how you are able to just do certain turns and all those things. So does that form part
Yeah.
of a pageant judging system as well?
It is. Just imagine a queen walking like a hobo. It just doesn't, link. So it has to work together. If you are beauty with brains, then your walk must tell it. Because one thing I've learned in primary is that body language has a statement about you. So that is what they're looking for.
All right. So it would be, let's say Q&A, the way you speak, it would be the way
Tasks.
you, or your tasks. So are your
Yes.
judges pre-informed about the tasks and one's execution of the tasks,
Yes.
or how does the point system works when it gets to that?
Okay, judges are told before the competition that these are the
Okay.
scores, and this is the one who had a higher composite score on the
Mm.
tasks, and then it contributes to other things that are being evaluated.
Okay, and then in terms of voting, does that also play a role? Like, you know how sometimes there would be somebody that is, I think sometimes their crown miss popularity and all those things. Does that also
Mm.
contribute in how an overall queen is selected?
Yes, it depends on the pageant. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does because if let's say contestants are told before the voting process starts. Let's say there's a voting process on Facebook, and
Okay.
then they're gonna be told that it's not gonna contribute on the score sheets. It's just gonna be for an award for Miss Popularity, Public's
Oh,
Choice, and then it doesn't count on the score sheet. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay, all right.
But
No, it makes
contestants
sense
are made aware. Yeah.
ahead of time as to what counts on the judging, sheet and so on beforehand and stuff.
What counts on?
I'm saying the contestants are made aware what is being
Yeah.
judged. Like they know whether like it is, the way they
Yes.
look, the way they walk, the key
Yes.
areas which they'll be judged on. Are they briefed beforehand, or what is the situation there?
Okay, before like the journey starts, they are made
Yeah.
aware after the auditions or during the auditions.
Yes.
They are told that this is what we're going to be looking for and this is how it's going to be graded.
Oh, oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And I think also now it's also a matter of those pre-accumulated results adding up to the final one, you know.
Yes.
So I was often told that, I know it differs from pageant to pageant, that, what happens on the stage is really close to 30 to about 40% of what actually has been
Sometimes
done over the
10%.
period. Huh?
Sometimes 10%. Sometimes it's
No.
10%, like 15%. You know? So you're really working
Yo,
on those little
but now
marks to it.
I'm judging you guys as founders, because if it's 10% or 20%, it means you guys already know who the winner is before the pageant even starts. Or you have an idea
You
of some
can
sort, isn't it?
no,
Because
no, you cannot.
wow.
No. What if someone gets the whole 10% and the one who
Okay.
was maybe expected to be a winner loses those marks? Yeah. It's a matter of
Okay.
competing. Yeah.
No, I hear you. And then in terms of calculation of those marks, like what happens? Is there like a counting system? Because sometimes, like guys, we attend a lot of pageants, right? So we would be waiting there for about 30 minutes, and we are patiently waiting, guys, for them to announce the winner. And we're wondering, what is the calculator not calculating, or what is happening, Because with bigger pageants, you'd hear that whoever auditors is auditing the pageant, so the results would be in, and out in a couple of minutes and whatever, because they get scored in as time goes from the judges, and then with some pageants we wait, like we patiently
Sometimes
wait to
it's
get
because
to the winner. So
there
what would be the
wasn't.
issue in the kind of case? It would be like a matter of the numbers not numbering, or what would be the issue?
Maybe it's an error made by the judges giving someone some other consistent score to other consistent score, or
Okay.
maybe it's because there's a tie or a draw between some consistent, so they have to come back again and then they
Deliberate
evaluate
amongst
again.
themselves.
Yeah,
Okay, no, that's
but
quite interesting. That is quite interesting, because
yeah,
sometimes we really wonder as to what could be the issue. And yeah, we also understand that, hey, not everybody has gotten to a stage where they can say, our results are audited by this and this firm and so and so. So I think
yeah.
that's something that's always been at the top of my head, as to how do all the points get counted up and accumulated. And I'm guessing it is the overall score that decides who gets to win, the overall highest score.
Oh yeah,
Are
yeah.
you still able to
Sometimes
hear me?
it's
Oh, okay.
yeah. It's sometimes it's those tasks that I've talked to you about. Maybe they come on
Yes.
the day of the pageant, and now they have to add. You know, so it takes
Okay.
time for the judges to evaluate those marks.
All right, all right. Makes sense, guys. Feel free to ask us any questions that you have, but I really feel as though Naomi did a great job at answering all of these questions, because there are so many things that I have been curious about. As somebody who enters pageants myself, I must say, like, I've never been a judge for a pageant, so I've never seen a score sheet except the score sheets that I probably see on, like, templates and stuff on the
Oh yeah,
internet and stuff. So I've always wondered what they look like, but the whole thing of how much the evening is, accumulates to, like the percentage. I think I've been in pageants where we are told and briefed beforehand, like you say, that you know what, your journey counts, 70%, and your presence on stage counts, 30%, and so on.
30%.
I think it
And
also
now
goes
you know
back
what
to
to
how
listen
some
for.
pageants have preliminary shows as well. So you know that the preliminary show would be counting something like 10%, and then the actual show would count something like 30%. So it's a good encouragement and something that makes you really work from day one and not wait for the actual big night to start working or to really start showcasing yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. Thank you so much for sharing your views with us on that topic for the day. I hope we answered some of your questions, guys, concerning pageantry judging systems. And if you have any other questions, please do feel free to engage in the comments once we've posted this and get the topic, listen, on the road, and let's really just engage more about this, right? We are going to go straight to the latest news, and we are
What
starting off
do
right
you
here
have?
on South African soil. Uh, we are starting off on a somber note. It is with great sadness that we announce the passing of Mr. Wayne Stutterford. He was the CEO of Center Stage Productions, show producer and pageant mentor, national director of Mr. Supranational SA, and president of Miss Regal South Africa. This giant
Oh,
left the world day before yesterday, and we say that may his soul rest in peace and rise
that
in
is so
glory.
sad.
Indeed,
That is so sad.
indeed. Truly a great loss to the industry, and sincere and deepest condolences to the family and to everybody within the pageant industry who has worked with him. And yeah, I believe it's truly a very difficult time for everybody that has
I feel
worked
like
with
he has
him.
been like outdunning himself to make things a success in many pageants, and it's really
Indeed.
a yeah.
I think he played his role within this industry and motivated so many of the pageant queens to literally just play their
Yeah.
role and really just become the best version of themselves. So may his soul rest in peace, and he will dearly be missed here on South African soil. Going on to the next point, all roads lead to Egypt as Miss Intercontinental South Africa. Nikiwe Makondo represents South Africa at the international pageant. She is out there in Egypt already. I saw her picture not so long ago saying she's at dinner. Oh my gosh, she looks so gorgeous. And we are wishing her all the best at the International Miss Intercontinental pageant. Bring the crown home, Queen.
We are 100% behind you, girl. And
Yeah.
I know and I trust her. She might bring it home. There's just that hope.
Look, she's that dedicated, she's that poised, and
Yeah.
look, goodness. Baby Posh saying, may his soul rest in peace. He's played his role so beautifully, commenting on Mr. Wayne's post that we just spoke about right now. Going on to the third point, El Dorado stand up. Oh, guys, this is a very special one. We are thrilled to announce Miss Soweto 2023 all the way from El Dorado. And her name is Pierre Harvey. And we say congratulations to her and we wish her all the best with her journey. Whoop, whoop. Congratulations. I think one thing I loved about Miss Soweto this year, I don't know if you saw it on the socials, they did a bit of a throwback and they made Lerato Kganyago come back to present Miss Soweto this year. But not only did she do that, she also shared her story as well on her social media as to how being part of Miss Soweto has opened up many doors for her. So I hope that all the pageant queens that are out there literally just take the opportunity, especially those residing within Soweto, to enter the pageant and really just grow themselves within the industry. I believe that pageants can really be grooming ground for a lot of phenomenal women. So I hope that they really just take the opportunity to empower themselves with the pageant. Moving on to our next one. Congratulations to our very first Miss
I think
World
my
South
network is
Africa.
bad.
I'm going to
I only
explain this
hear
one
a
by
few things.
very first, or do I mean, sorry?
I think my network is bad. I only hear a few things.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You let me know if I'm interrupting you some way, but can you hear me clearly now?
Are you glitching somehow? But let me
Oh,
just keep
I'm
quiet
so
and
sorry.
you can.
You let me know if I should stop or yeah, I think let's see how it goes.
Now I can
A
hear
huge
you.
congratulations to the first Miss World South Africa, Claude Mashigu. She's a beautiful lady from MP. The Queen went to grace the South African Music Award stage to present the Lifetime Achievement Award
Wow.
with the Honorable Minister of Sports, the Honorable Mr. Ziziwe Kotwa. This happened 2 weeks ago,
Wow.
and she looks stunning, guys. I mean, it's very inspiring to see the women of pageantry being exposed to, different sectors within the arts and culture space. So big ups to her, and congratulations on her being the very first Miss World South Africa. Whoop, whoop. A huge congratulations as well to our Miss Universe South Africa, Brioni Gavanda, for making it into the top 20 at the Miss Universe International competition that was held in El Salvador.
Wow, she did very well. Also, congratulations to Shanice. Do you know Shanice?
Yes. Yeah,
The
I
current Miss.
didn't know until today.
So Shanice Palacios
Yeah.
from Nicaragua. And she's the first one to win from Nicaragua, like after like these 72 years Miss Universe has started. Like this is huge and big
Wow.
for the country.
I
Oh
can imagine,
yes.
and I think,
All
there's some
hail.
countries that listen, all hail to her. There's some countries that we are familiar with hearing their names. I think we were just chatting
Yeah,
before that, your Thailand, we're used to them always being in the top three, top five, and all that. So
yeah,
having a country that has never made it or placed ever, making it this far is really, really amazing. So I can imagine the festivities and
yeah.
celebrations in Nicaragua.
And I love how considerate South Africa is because we could have taken this, but we were like, no, they haven't had this.
So in simple terms, you're saying we were humble about this. So we had the potential of winning, but we were like, no, we're gonna
No,
be the
we
better
just
people this
recently
year.
had it. We just recently
Oh
had
my
it. So
goodness. Oh my God. We are so proud of how Bernie did nonetheless. And going on to the last item that we have is a huge well wish to Belinda Schroeder. She is going to, she has safely landed, my apologies, in Vietnam for Miss Earth
Belinda.
2023. She'll be representing our beautiful country on the international stage. So if you know from the Miss Earth competition, she is the first princess, and the organization recently made an announcement this year that the first princess will be representing the country on the international stage. So good to see. Good to see.
Wow. It's good to see that, like how they collaborate with within the sisterhoodness, the sistershipness they have with Zabelo Shabisa. Because I was really expecting like the first winner, but then they switched things up and they gave another person a
Exactly.
chance, which is good. Congratulations to her for that.
Definitely. Big ups, big ups. I think it just shows the beauty of the sisterhood and really just
Yeah.
realizing that there's enough space for all of us to shine. So really, really love that for her
Yeah.
as well.
Oh
All
yeah.
right, then that's a wrap. That's a wrap from our news. For more news, always make sure to watch our stories here on Instagram or our Facebook stories. And then, just a throw forward to next week episode. Next week next week Tuesday, we'll be hosting Miss Indoni 2023 finalist Lindile Machali Svia. Hope to see you guys
Wow.
watching, and stay tuned. Stay tuned, guys. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning into today's episode. And thank you, Naomi, for co-hosting today's show with me. Listen, guys,
Thank
the
you.
weapons were formed. The weapons tried forming, but they did not prosper. I don't know how many times we tried starting this show. I don't know how many
Yeah.
times we practiced and network was in our way. But listen, those weapons did not prosper. We were here
We
and we
made it
delivered to you guys
happen.
an amazing show. Look, signed, sealed, delivered. Thank you so, so much for being a gracious and a beautiful guest for me. And yeah, man, really, really enjoyed co-hosting with you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Have a good night.
Have a blessed night. Thank you. It's a
Bye.
wrap from all of us, guys. Wishing you guys a pleasant evening. My name is Temo, and for me and the team, it is God bless and see you next week. Bye.